Shavua Tov, everyone. Welcome to Tillis Tells Stories for Saturday night. The title of this week's video is The Vast Gap from Second to Third. I adapted it from the rendition of Rabbi Tuvia Bolton, the popular teacher, musician, and storyteller, in his weekly email from the yeshiva which he heads, the address being torah@ortamimim.org. In addition to have mastered all the works of the great rabbis of all generations, including the mystical, Rabbi Naftali of Ropshitz was a dedicated practitioner of the mitzvah of tzedakah, charity, intelligent charity. Every morning when he returned home from prayer, he would put down his tefillin and talit and immediately leave his home once again to go from door to door collecting money for the needy. Only after distributing it to the poor people that gathered each day at his house would he sit and have something to eat. It wasn't easy work. The rich didn't easily part with their money, and the less rich didn't have much to part with. Still, he was happy that he could serve God through this all-important commandment. Rabbi Naftali of Ropshitz was born on the 6th of Sivan in the year 1760. Does this sound familiar? That's the date that the Baal Shem Tov passed from the world. So some say the moon rises, the sun sets. He passed away on the 11th of Iyar in 1827. He became the Rebbe of many thousands of Hasidim. He was noted for his sharp wit and humor and elusive aphorisms. Many stories about him appear in the book Ohel Naftali. One day, after Rabbi Naftali finished his rounds, handed out the money, and was just about to wash his hands to eat, he heard someone knock. He turned around and saw that there was another poor man who had pushed the door open a crack and was peeking through. The rabbi went to the door and opened it and said, "I'm sorry, I just finished my rounds for the day, and I've already handed out all the money. Now I have to fulfill all my Torah study commitments. You'll just have to return tomorrow, my friend." When the poor man's response was to stare at him silently in chagrin, Rabbi Naftali put down his towel and set out to collect money again. He couldn't resist. This time he experienced serious resistance. At each door he got an angry glare and sometimes a few annoying words to boot. "What, all day you just wander around collecting money?" Or, "You were just here and you forgot?" "Oh, tell me, are you going to other houses or just to me?" And so forth and so on. He collected only a fraction of what he usually got, but he happily returned home. Gave the grateful man the money and bade him good day, and again took the towel and went to the sink to wash for bread. But just as he was about to pour the water on his hand, he heard the unmistakable sound of someone standing behind him, loudly clearing his throat. He turned around, and there was yet another man who had let himself in. "I know, Rabbi, I know, I came late, right? Well, I know that you were busy. And I don't want to bother you, God forbid." No, Rabbi, I'll come back tomorrow. I only want someone to tell my problems to. I won't take long, I promise." When Rabbi Naftali nodded in resigned acquiescence, the man quickly launched into his tale of woe. "My wife is not in good health. The doctors say that soon her life will be in danger. My daughter is getting older and I have no money for her wedding. And on top of all that, my entire house fell apart yesterday." At this point, the man began weeping. After uttering a few words of comfort that made not the slightest dent in the sobs, Rabbi Naftali again put down the towel and told the man to sit down, put on his coat, and he went again collecting. But this time it was completely different. When the homeowner entered the first door, for the third time that day, instead of cursing Rabbi Naftali, he greeted him with a smile and open arms. "I'm so sorry I gave you that bitter look before," he apologized. "Now I see that you must be a real tzaddik if you are willing to visit me again after what I did to you. You must think only of the poor and not of yourself at all. And instead of giving the usual ruble, I'm giving you 10 rubles. And so it was at the next house and all the houses thereafter. But this time, when Rabbi Naftali arrived home, he wasn't so happy. He gave the man the money and said with a bit of a frown, "Listen, my friend, the money is yours. I'm not going to take it back, I promise. But tell me the truth. You weren't lying, were you? Your wife isn't sick and in danger of her life. And that story about your daughter and your house falling in, that's not true either, is it? The poor man hemmed and hawed and finally answered sheepishly, well, I wasn't exactly lying, Rabbi. When I said that my wife is sick and soon her life will be endangered, what I mean is my wife is pregnant. And the law says that when a woman goes to give birth, her life is in danger. And you can even break the Shabbat on her behalf. I see. And what about your daughter's wedding that you say you need money for because she's getting older? Well, it's true that now she's only 5 years old, but I always say, why wait until the last minute? You never know what may happen, right, Rabbi? As for my house, well, to tell you the truth, not exactly the whole house collapsed, but the rocking chair that I found in the garbage last month and brought home then broke completely, which made me feel just terrible. Then with a perplexed look, the visitor hesitated for a second and asked, tell me, Rabbi, how did you know I wasn't telling the truth? And if you did know, why did you go collecting for me? Two good questions, right? Rabbi Naftali answered simply, every time I go collecting money, it is always difficult because there is always some obstacle to holiness. But this time, when I collected for you everything, I collected for you on my third round, everything went very easy, very smoothly. In fact, too smoothly. I thought to myself, something is wrong here. Something or other I must not be doing a true mitzvah. As we read in this week's Shabbat chapter of Pirkei Avos, Lefi Tzara Agra, according to the difficulty, the reward. Shavua Tov, have an excellent week.